Hello, everyone. Happy May. Hope you're cool with Holly being here. She's just chilling like a villain. We're here to talk about. Oh, well, I'll say this is the second week of May. We're halfway through. This is crazy. Unless May has 5 weeks, which I don't know. Let me check. No, we're just halfway through. So, today is my best friend's birthday, which when you see this, it'll be the day after. But Thursday, May 15th is her birthday. Shout out to her if she watches this video. And as always, obligatory self promotion. What If I Ruled the World? Poems inspired by music by your boy, The Back. Picked a nice picture of myself. Yeah, if you want to read some good, great poetry, you want to read something different, you want to read something nonfiction, it's always linked in the description and in my link tree. And the same with my social media if you want to follow me anywhere else. All right, so now that's out of the way. So today we're supposed to be. I'm going to analyze personification in music, and I'm going to give the definition of the personification. It's a noun, the attribution of a personal nature of human characteristics to something non-human, or I can talk today, or the representation of an abstract quality in human form. So that's the definition. According to Oxford Dictionary. Yep, Oxford American Dictionary. So trusted source. So I did 8 songs. 4 are rap and 4 are non-rap from various different kinds of pop, rock. Is there R&B? Mm, I wouldn't say R&B, but yeah, pop and rock, pretty much. Rap, I feel like personifies a lot of things, so I feel like that would be perfect to start off with 4 rap songs. I had 10 songs, but 2 of them I took off because they weren't exactly what I was looking for. I had Michael Jackson's Thriller, which they were saying Thriller is personified, but the description they gave, like I looked it up a little bit, I didn't really feel like it fit what I wanted to talk about. And then there was a song called Autumn Leaves by Nat King Cole, which was pretty much just about autumn leaves. It wasn't really like when I was listening to it, he wasn't personifying the leaves as like doing anything in particular other than being leaves. So I just picked 8 songs and that was enough because I definitely did like a little bit of a deep dive on each one. And I'm gonna review all the songs. So I feel like one of the most popular examples for hip hop is Common's "I Used to Love Her," and I'm gonna highlight the important lyrics and then analyze it. I might have failed to mention that this chick was creative. Once the man got to her, he altered her native. Maybe that's what he actually said. Okay, her native. Told her if she got an image and a gimmick that she could make money, and she did it like a dummy. Now I see her in commercials. She's universal. And then I see niggas slamming her, taking her to the sewer, but I'ma take her back, hopping. That shit stop. I can't read. Hoping that shit stop. Cause who I'm talking about, y'all, is hip hop. So he says in the lyrics that he's personifying hip hop. So my analysis is I love that he's showing the evolution of hip hop by personifying it as a woman, which is going to be a theme repeatedly through, especially with the rap songs, through how personification is used, the many different trends of Afrocentric music, and then gangster West Coast rap. So he goes through like a whole evolution of the different kinds of rap. And then, with the first lyric that I quoted, basically when rap became mainstream, and then he's saying like, "Oh, rap is not how it used to be." It's kind of a very old man thing to say, and I don't think he was old when this came out, but still, yeah, he wasn't feeling it. He really expressed well how he thought hip hop was going and what he thought it needed to go back to. I also loved him mentioning hip hop being commercialized and digestible to suburban slash white audiences. And I would give the song a 9 out of 10. The chorus is a bit lacking, but the rest of the song is good. I feel like he's just like saying "Ayo" or something like that. He's not really saying much, but he doesn't say "I used to love her" until the end of the song, so it's not like it's like throughout. So yeah, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I really love how he personified like all of the different Afrocentric gangster rap, kind of a soul rap kind of things. It was really good. All right, now this is the most famous example to me. Besides Commons, I used to love her. Is Tupac's "Me and My Girlfriend." So I'm gonna um, read important lyrics again. Picked you up when I was 9. Started out my life of crime with you. Bought you some shells when I turned 22. So I feel like that's kind of a play on shells, 22 gun. Yeah. So if you didn't know, it's about a gun. His gun in particular. And then another important lyric is I trust you dearly. I shoot blind. And time my clock figures dropping niggas as we rise. We're all soldiers in God's eyes. Now it's time for war. Never leave me, baby. I'm paranoid, sleeping with you loaded by my bedside, crazy. As you can see, I'm not a rapper. Just reading the lyrics. But yeah, so that's definitely a more great example of personification. Um, and there's literally so in my analysis, I said there's literally a shootout in the middle of the song. There is, so definitely very clearly about his gun. I love how once again a woman is used to personify something. I do feel a type of way that the woman is an object and a deadly object at that. LOL. Like we couldn't be like something nice, you know. Um, but I guess it couldn't be me and my boyfriend because people would have been like sus. I know I didn't say sus back then, but you know what I mean. Um, but yeah, I don't really like women being described as objects, but here we are. But Tupac does a great job personifying his gun and using a relationship metaphor as his relationship with it. It seems sad though, like looking back on it now, that this is how he felt during his life, and he ended up being, killed by being shot. So it's like you live by the gun, you die by the gun. So that saying, right? But yeah, it's very sad. So I'll give the song a 10 out of 10. Great personification and metaphors. And the next rap song is Moneybag Yo Waukesha. And I'm gonna do the important lyrics. Withdrawals, I'm feeling different every day. I need a dose. And then the next lyrics are I'm sitting here knowing I don't need you. Pouring O's in the lid. I feel like he said leader, but this lyric says lid. Sipping chaser with my reefer. Can't get my mind off Waukesha. Watch me put my heart in this cup. And my feeling she my therapist. I'ma talk to this cup. I swear. Ring around the rosy, cup full of OZs. I hope I don't OD. She keeps saying pull me. So, my analysis. If you didn't know, Walk is a nickname for lean. The pharmaceutical company called Walk Heart. Walk Hard. I don't know if the T. I'm guessing the T is silent, but yeah, I did not know that. I just thought it was just something that just people just came up with. People come up with all kind of things, but yeah, that's where the nickname Walk comes from for lean. If you don't know what lean is, it's cold medicine mixed with Sprite and um Jolly Ranchers, some kind of candy. I've never tried it. It doesn't really sound appealing to me because it's grape cough medicine. I hate grape flavor, so it's like, would I even be interested in that? Probably not. Lean addiction is a big deal in the rap scene right now. It really is. And I love how Moneybag personifies lean as a woman once again for something deadly. Yeah. And and uses the metaphor of a toxic relationship to describe the addiction. So another relationship metaphor. It's very interesting for him to be this upfront about his addiction. But rappers have confessed worse things in their music. They definitely have. I love how he truly embodies and personifies his lean addiction, which I feel like is very sad. When you think about it, because it's like, I don't know, it's just such a strange thing. But I mean, people take all kind of drugs, so hey. I think it's very creative. I give this song an 9 out of 10 because it's very clear what he's talking about, and he's very creative with his approach. And then the last rap song is MF Doom, My Favorite Ladies. All these are metaphors using women. Okay, here are the important lyrics. Mary, you made me want to eat you. Every time I see you, it's like the first time I met you. Fragrance like a flower, subtle and sweet too. And then the other lyric is, she said you need to stop messing with that white girl. Stop fucking with your head. She fucking with your head and got your heart in a tight curl. You messing around once or twice, but she don't know me. She helped me get money at the Dutch price OT. Plus she from Colombia, so she really Spanish. Cookie. She really Spanish. Cookie known to make a cat bank account vanish. So the analysis. Once again, women are used to personify drugs and alcohol, but it does make sense. I feel like sex and love can be just as addicting as, each other, vice versa. And so the first lyric, Mary is marijuana. And then I think this one, he's saying cookie as in cocaine because he's from Colombia. Even though I guess that would be Hispanic and not Spanish, but I don't know if he knew that. But, because if you're Spanish, you're from Spain. But anyway, you know, regional technicalities aside, I know what he meant. I love how he describes each lady in quotes, and he's always in his life and intertwined because that is most likely the case with people with addictions. One can lead to the other. And a lot of people mix addictions. Like if you're, I don't think you could be addicted to weed, but like maybe you just smoke way too much, and but you're also drinking, and then if you're doing cocaine and you're drinking and you're partying and you probably lead to other stuff. And people always say, I don't know if they say it now, but when I was growing up, they were like, marijuana's the gateway drug. And I feel like, I don't know. That's kind of a big jump for me to be like, if you smoke weed, you're also likely to snort coke. I don't think that's really the jump that I would make. But anyway, I feel like drinking makes you more like willing to do other drugs. So I feel like alcohol should be the gateway drug, but it's not. Um, I think it's very creative and intriguing. I love his descriptions. I would give this song a 10 out of 10. Great personification and very easy to understand. So this song, I put it in the middle because it's very intense. And I want to begin or end with the song, so I put it, sandwich it in the middle. It's Billie Holiday's Strange Fruit, which we just last month, yes, Poetry Month, read Becoming Billie Holiday, which I once again recommend. So the important lyrics. The song was not very long, but uh, you know, here's some important lyrics. Southern trees bear strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root. Black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from poplar trees. Pastoral scene of the gallant South, the bulging eyes, the twisted mouth, scent of magnolias, sweet and fresh, then sudden smell of burning flesh. Very intense. So that's why I put it in the middle. I really admire Billie Holiday for never bowing to the pressure to stop singing this song, and to the songwriter Abel Miropo, hope I said his name right, both putting a national spotlight on lynching, which the song is about lynching. It's very sad that this personification is such a tragic thing, but definitely paints a picture in your mind. It's very upfront, as you see when I read the lyrics. It's unfortunate that not much has changed since this song. It's just now everybody has a gun. Instead of hanging black people from trees. So we're still getting lynched, unfortunately. I have to give this one a 10 out of 10. Of course, it's still an important song today. Um, and I feel so bad for her that she had such a hard time because of this song, but it's really an important song that needed to be sung. So we're gonna take it down and go kind of lighter. I don't know if this song is fun, but it's Pink Panthers. I love her. And the song's Mosquito. The important lyrics. Spending you the day that I want, the day that I want. Another day then, maybe Tuesday. Can I spend a fortune? 'Cause I want to. 'Cause I know it's appalling how I lose you. Spending every day that I want, the day that I want. What happened to me? Now you're sitting in accounts. 'Cause I'm too scared to take you out. Now save me. And I feel like this song is very relatable. Because everybody besides, unless you're like super wealthy like Elon Musk, everybody worries about money. And especially with her newfound fame and fortune, like how she blew up, it can be a lot to handle, especially as a young person. And a lot of young people aren't good with money. Um, Once they get a lot at one time, especially. And I love the creativeness of this song and how money's personified in this song. And you can still vibe to it, so because the beat is great. It's a very cute song. Gonna give this song a 10 out of 10. Very clever. So the next one is by a group, The Beatles, Blackbird. It's the important lyrics. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. Excuse me. All your life you were waiting on this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to be free. So my analysis. So bird is slang for woman in British slang, so it's an even deeper personification than just the title. So black woman essentially is the title. I also love that birds are in the song itself. And I was looking at the Wikipedia, and I think it's also inspired by an actual bird. I can't remember which one. Obviously, it's probably a blackbird of some kind, but yeah. And the song is personifying blackbirds for black women, and it's also about the civil rights movement. So I thought that was very cute. And I don't know if cute's the right word. I think it was very significant. That's what I should say. That, the blackbird is free, and they talk about civil rights. And I love how this all white band was supportive in a time when they were very popular. And I could imagine that could have potentially ruined their careers because it was like when the Beatles came out, it was like maybe the 60s. I don't think it was the 70s when they first came out, maybe early 60s, mid 60s. I don't think it was the 70s when they first came out. I think they were already out by then. Um, I will say I do prefer Beyonce's cover, which I just listened to this morning actually, with the other black country singers, but I appreciate the original is great as well and has a great message. So there's that. Once again, 10 out of 10. Keep getting a bunch of 10s today. On the message alone, and the singing is not bad either. LOL. It isn't bad singing. They're alright. I think it was mainly, gosh, now I gotta remember, because I did look at the Wikipedia page. It was John Lennon. No, I think it was Paul McCartney singing. Well, that's something for y'all to look up if you're interested. So the last song is the Jimi Hendrix Experience, Purple Haze. Important lyrics. Purple haze all in my brain. Lately things just don't seem the same. Acting funny, but I don't know why. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. Purple haze all around. Don't know if I'm coming up or down. Am I happy or in misery? Whatever it is, that girl put a spell on me. So I will say a lot of people interpret purple haze to be a personification of LSD, but Jimmy himself says it's about love. So we're gonna go with what the man himself said it was about. Which makes sense because love can make you hazy and not in your right mind like drugs. Like I said earlier, like love and sex can definitely be very addictive. I like that this personification is clear, but you can still interpret it in many different ways as people have. I feel like the song is very atmospheric and does make you feel like you're in a fog. I would give this an 8 out of 10 since it's a good personification, but it's not the best out of the songs that I've reviewed today. It's an okay. I'm sure he has better songs. I would like to review his discography at some point. I planned to do it before, but I did not commit yet. So yeah, what do you think of? Can't talk today. What do you think of this songs? What do you think of personification in general? Do you just listen to the music, or do you overanalyze everything like me? Because I do for every song. You can just be having a fun song. Doesn't mean it has. Doesn't mean it can't be deep. So yeah. So next time you're listening to music, listen. See if there's any personification. See if there's anything that's like a deeper meaning than just the surface level. So yeah, this is a video I've been wanting to do for a long time and kind of branch out a little bit. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next week.